Hey guys, it's Rachel with Pretty in Plants, and today I'm going to be talking about when plants go south, when plants that are supposed to be easy don't make it. So let's get started. It's Rachel with Pretty in Plants, and today I'm going to be talking about why certain plants don't do well in semi-hydro. I think this is an anomaly. So far, I think all plants do well in semi-hydro. However, see the roots look really good, but this Dracaena do well. It didn't thrive. It looked really excited at one point, and I kind of remember this from past Dracaena canes that I've had. If they look really, really excited, that means they're just about to like flop. But I think that easy plants like the cane plants or a pothos or some of the plants that we think are easy, we're actually a little more abusive of them, or I am. I planted a snow white pothos in semi-hydro. Just kind of planted it, put a ton of water in it because I'm like, oh, a pothos can grow in water, and so it's going to be fine if it's kind of full. Same thing with a Dracaena, and just left it. And what happened was those two, well, the pothos rotted. The whole thing turned black pretty quickly. I really want my house to be pretty in plants, so I got tons of plants from Lowe's, just put them all over the house, and then I'm slowly putting them in semi-hydro. Easy plants don't necessarily mean they don't need to be watched and cared over the second you put them in semi-hydro and you just forget it. So what I did with my pothos, some of them I put in semi-hydro and then put up on a shelf. An easy plant is a plant that just you and the plant are meant to be together. The plant gives you joy. It thrives in its space, and you know it's thriving in its space. I didn't have any kind of romance or connection with my Dracaena cane plant, and I think it sensed that as well. I really didn't like it very much. Thank God it was only like $10. So some plants, and even plants that look popular on Instagram and YouTube, when you get them, if you're like, I'm kind of surprised. I got a Monstera deliciosa, and it's being a lot more fussy than I thought it would be. I think we're gonna get along okay, but I'm not having the romance with it that I thought I would. So the same thing with all of the plants. If you see a plant in a nursery and it's just like, you just love it, then that's really important. I think for me, just like, oh, I'll take you, Lowe's, you can spend $60 and get like 20 plants. They're not all gonna work out. So if you kind of go into that, into the plant world with the mindset of I'm just gonna lose a few, then it helps. The other thing is the care tag on plants is never totally right. It's the care tag for Costa Farms, it's the care tag for Pacific, it's the care tag for these different like gardening places that raise these plants. They could be East Coast, West Coast, Texas, them to wherever they ship them, and it's different weather there. So you could have two of the same plants but two totally different care tags. Really find the care of a specific plant that you have. I know I have some orchids and they grew in my house. They did okay. They had green leaves, they weren't dying. But it wasn't until I put them in a sunny window in a shower, where if someone takes a shower in there every day, that they're thriving. They're starting to grow flowers and new leaves, and they just kind of were at a standstill for a year. Same thing with my fiddle leaf fig. I didn't know you were supposed to fertilize them. So it did fine for 2 or 3 years, but it just stayed the same height. I started fertilizing it lightly, weekly, and it grew 3 feet in about 6 weeks. And the other thing I did for the fiddle leaf fig was I put a fan on it a couple of times a week and just let the fan kind of blow on it. Easy plants die. I feel like an easy plant is a plant that you love and you're okay moving around and figuring out if the two of you are gonna have a symbiotic relationship. Just some plants are not gonna be your favorite. Hope this helps y'all, and stay tuned. I have tons and tons of videos coming. Thank you for tuning in. Click the like button, subscribe, and we'll see y'all next time.